Have you ever wondered if, behind those glistening eyes and that eager tail wag, your dog might be hiding some secret pain? We often say that dogs are the most loyal creatures, ready to forgive any human mistake. But the truth might startle you. There are actions and moments that seem tiny, yet they are etched into their minds like a scar that never heals. Welcome back to the Animal Story Channel. Today, we aren't talking about cute stories or funny moments. Today, we will frankly face the blacklist in the canine world. 6 things a dog will never forgive. If you've never heard of these, it's very possible that with each passing day, you are unintentionally pushing your most loyal friend further away. And the secret at the end of the video might make you rethink the entire way you have loved your pet until now. Let's start with the most controversial thing: hugs. After a long, tiring day, you come home and wrap your dog in a tight embrace. You feel comforted and loved. But for your dog, that moment might be the exact opposite. In dog language, having their front limbs locked down and their body pressed tight is not love. It is a sign of dominance and a threat. When you hug them too tightly, you are stripping away their freedom of movement, the most important survival instinct for them. Observe closely. If your dog constantly licks their lips, yawns, even though they aren't sleepy, or turns their head to avoid your gaze, that is when they are suffering in silence. They will never forget that feeling of being smothered and losing control. Instead of hugging like a human, love them like a dog. A scratch in the right spot behind the ear or a gentle pat on the side is sometimes what makes them feel safer and more respected than any tight embrace. The next thing a dog will remember for a very long time is when you betray their sanctuary. To a dog, a crate or a specific corner with a bed isn't just a place to sleep. It is a sanctuary, the safest place in the world. But many owners accidentally turn that place into their greatest fear. When a dog happens to soil the carpet or chew up a pair of shoes, you get angry, shout loudly, and chase them into their crate. In that moment, the concept of safety in their mind completely collapses. The dog doesn't understand they were wrong for chewing the shoes. All they learn is, my owner is terrifying, and my home has now become a dungeon. Once that sense of security is taken away, they will live in prolonged anxiety and vigilance. The crate is no longer a place to rest, but a symbol of punishment and abandonment. And the third thing, which is also one of the deepest wounds in a dog's heart, is being forced into social interactions they aren't ready for. You take your dog for a walk and meet a stranger who wants to pet them. You see your dog pin their ears back, tuck their tail, and try to cower behind your legs. But you still pull them out and say, "It's okay, they just want to play." In that moment, you have betrayed the dog's greatest trust. They see you as their leader, their protector. When you force them to face something that their instincts flag as dangerous, you have abandoned them right when they needed you most. A dog will remember the feeling of being pushed into fear by the very person they trust. The accumulation of such forced encounters can turn a gentle dog aggressive or extremely timid. Respecting their boundaries is not coddling. It is the only way to preserve full trust and a long-lasting bond. Imagine you are in a state of extreme panic during a massive storm, and the person you trust most slaps you in the face just because you are crying. How does that feel? That is exactly what a dog feels when they are punished while they are afraid. When thunder rolls, when fireworks explode, or when facing a strange object that triggers their survival instinct, your dog may bark fiercely, tremble, or even lose bladder control. In those moments, many people lose patience and choose to scold or hit them to force them to be quiet. But you cannot use violence to erase a biological fear. What the dog remembers is not a lesson, but a painful truth. When they needed protection most, their owner became the threat. This betrayal shatters their final emotional anchor. More dangerously, if you suppress a warning growl with violence, next time the dog may skip the warning and react directly by biting. At that point, the consequences will be much heavier. Never turn yourself into a fear in your dog's already insecure world. Have you ever been so angry your hand shook when you saw the lawn dug up or the TV remote chewed to pieces? Before you punish them, stop and think. Digging, chewing, and sniffing are not intentional acts of destruction. They are instincts, identities, etched into a dog's genetic code through millions of years of evolution. When you hit a dog because it digs in the dirt or chews on things, you are punishing its very nature. This leaves the dog confused and in pain. They don't understand why the behaviors that help them relieve stress and bring them joy make the person they love most angry. That injustice does not disappear. It gradually accumulates into a silent resentment. The dog begins to hide its behavior, lives guardedly, and an invisible distance begins to appear. Instead of the lash, learn to guide. Give them appropriate toys to chew and create a specific corner for digging. A good owner is not someone who forces a dog to stop being a dog, but someone who knows how to let them live out their instincts within a safe framework. And here is the most dangerous thing, something that can destroy trust in a single moment. Startling a dog while they are fast asleep. Many people think scaring a sleeping dog to film a funny video is harmless. But to a dog's nervous system, it is a genuine shock. When in a deep sleep, especially during the dreaming stage, a dog's body is completely relaxed but also extremely sensitive. A sudden touch or a loud noise will immediately trigger the fight or flight survival reflex. That adrenaline shock is not only harmful to the heart, but also leaves a heavy psychological mark. After a few times like this, the dog will no longer dare to sleep peacefully near you. They will sleep in a state of vigilance and anxiety, always ready to bolt upright. A dog that cannot sleep soundly next to its owner is a dog that has lost its sense of safety. When the peace of sleep is stolen, the bond between you and them also gradually snaps. Respect their sleep just as you want your own privacy respected. As you can see, dogs may not understand our words, but they feel injustice and pain deeper than anyone. These mistakes are not just errors in upbringing. They are emotional wounds that a dog may carry for its entire life. Thank you for joining Animal Story Channel. Raising a dog is not just about feeding them and taking them for walks. It is about learning to protect their soul. If to you, a dog is only a part of your life, to them, you are the entire world.